Hey guys, it has taken me way too long to get this out to you all. A lot of people asked me months and months ago when I said that I was thinking about doing a vlog, they asked me about budgeting. And well, here it finally is. Also, I don't know if you heard that, but Scout just burped. So we'll move on. So I basically, I don't know, maybe it was insecurity or pregnancy or whatever. There's really no excuse, but I'm just not getting it out here. Mostly, I think it's just me overcoming the fear of like putting this type of content out. So, I have 5 steps to help you have and be successful in your budgeting. And then I have a resource that you can use of mine as well. And if you have questions, please DM me, email me, call me, text me, whatever you need to do. So the first step in having a successful budget would be to actually track your expenses. However you want to do that. I think it's the hardest thing that people struggle with because they don't know how to do it. They don't make the time for it. But essentially, we use a Google Sheet that I will share with you guys as a resource. You can use apps. I'm kind of a control freak, so I don't trust the app, although maybe it's probably more accurate than me going in there manually and doing things. But I just really love having the control over the Google Sheet. And I like that better than like an Excel because I can share that with Ezra and he can go in at any time and essentially look at where we are in the budget. So you have to figure out how you're going to track your expenses, okay? The second step is you need to actually track your past expenses and your current income. So you need to look and see how much you're bringing home every month and how many checks you get, etc. And then you need to also go back probably about 2 months and track what your expenses are. That means you need to go to every credit card you use, every bank account, and physically line by line, like write out all your expenses. Put them into generic categories where you have like eating out, groceries, like bills, different things like that. So that way you can see about how much you're spending in each category every single month. And I'm recommending too, just because sometimes maybe you have an off month, maybe you had a lot of birthday parties you had to go to or whatever the case may be. So too will give you a little bit of a better idea about how much you're spending every single month. So you need to go in, track those expenses, add them up, and sort of see what the damage is. The third thing that you want to do is actually create goals for yourself. There is a reason you're watching this. You maybe just want to be better with your money, but most likely you're wanting to do fun things with your money. We don't work, 40 hours a week and spend time away from our families to just live paycheck by paycheck. We can actually, by living in a really thoughtful way, plan for things that we want to do. So Ezra and I never take a trip on a whim. I've always planned for that 6 months to a year out. We save for it. We really put a lot of thought into it. And whenever we want to make other extreme purchases, we think, okay, can we afford to do both of these things, right? So really think about some goals. We're going to build them into your budget because you're actually going to be able to have like a short-term savings for these short-term goals that you're trying to hit. And then maybe even a long-term goal, like you want to buy a house and you want to start putting a lot of money back, you'll have a long-term savings set up for you as well. Step number 4 is you actually need to build your budget. So you've gone back, you've looked at all of your expenses over the past couple months, you have some goals now in place for things that you're wanting to do, you know how you're gonna track it. You actually need to start putting that into categories. So take a look at all your expenses, and I actually, in my personal tracker, I break it down. Like I have a Spotify line, I have a line for my gym, I have everything. Some people like to be a little bit more generic, but I think if you're going to have a continuous bill every month for that item, you just need to make it a line item so that it doesn't get forgotten about. Another important part to building your budget is actually building in some areas where you can have some leniency. So I have a tab called Random. It's basically like that drawer in your kitchen where you have all that crap that you don't know what to do with. That's random. So that's when you have a birthday gift that you have to buy, or stamps, or because stamps are expensive, they're like $10, right? So things add up, we don't think about them. So I like to build in a random expense category where I can just basically plan for things that are going to come up, because they always come up. So you're going to want to build that into your budget as well. And you can go ahead and start putting in your line items. If you're using the resource that I'm giving to you guys, you can, start doing that right now and just go line item by line item to fill out, everything that you're spending and that money that you're wanting to save for your short term and your long term. Okay, the last and final step. You have built your budget, you've made goals, you have to stick to it, okay? And I know that this is the hardest part. This is like the diet or the gym routine, but really, guys, I don't know what it is. I love doing it, and I think it's partially because I have control issues, but really, I love budgeting. I love being able to plan, and honestly, I love having the freedom to be able to give generously to others, or to just buy this one-off thing because I know that I have the money. And the reason I know I have the money is because I'm constantly keeping track of my budget. So you need to set out a day. I honestly do it like every Monday and Friday. Monday, because most of the time the weekend is when we do a lot of our expenses. Throughout the week, we don't really spend as much. But then I do it again on Friday to just keep track of anything that we did do during the week. So Mondays and Fridays, maybe that's excessive. Maybe you can only commit to one day a week. Put a reminder in your calendar, put a sticky note, send yourself an email reminder. I don't care what you have to do, but you have to do this. Do it for 30 days, and I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. It'll become a habit, and it's something that is going to help you get to those goals, and be able to have the freedom that you're wanting to have. So I hope that this was helpful. I'm pregnant and running out of breath because this baby has taken over my entire body. So I'm gonna go now, but please email me or chat me or whatever you do to ask any questions. I'm happy to help. If you want to have a call and do like a quick one-on-one session and let me walk you through some things, I'd be happy to do that with you as well. So good luck, and I hope to see all of you all on vacations and buying homes over the course of the next 6 months to a year, right? So yeah, thanks for watching.